stressed, exhausted, and feeling like it's just taking over your life? I'm Belinda Kirkpatrick. I'm a naturopath and a nutritionist, and I've got over 17 years of clinical experience. Today, I'm going to be chatting to you all about adrenal fatigue. Now, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Happy Mammoth, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss when we release videos like these ones. Okay, adrenal fatigue. Now, this is something that a lot of people talk about or might have heard about, but what exactly is adrenal fatigue? Some people also call it adrenal exhaustion. Now, our adrenal glands are two little walnut-shaped glands that sit on the top of our kidneys. They're really important, and they're involved in helping us to produce adrenaline and cortisol and stress hormones. Now, we don't only release these hormones when we're stressed, we also release them just to get up in the morning, to have the motivation to go and exercise. They can often make us feel really good, and they can also help us to get out of emergency situations. So for example, if something happened or someone was chasing you, heaven forbid, your body or your adrenal glands are going to release adrenaline and cortisol, and you'll be able to run faster than you've ever run before. Now, it's that sort of fight or flight mechanism that the adrenal glands are really involved in. So they're meant to be for helping us to get out of sort of stressful situations or adapt to stress in the short term. If you've got a uni exam or a deadline for the next morning, the adrenal glands, the adrenaline can help you to stay up all night. It's that level of stress that you're pumping out the rest of the research or finishing off that kind of document that allows us to get those things done. So they're not all bad, they're actually really important. If your adrenal glands weren't functioning well, you wouldn't even be able to get out of bed in the morning, because it's that release of cortisol that helps us to really jump up and start the day. So adrenal fatigue, this is something that people have been talking about for many years. And basically what it kind of is that in our modern day life, we're actually secreting all this adrenaline and cortisol for lots of different reasons that aren't for running away from bears or, getting ourselves out of emergency situations. It's often, oh my gosh, I'm running late for this, I've got another meeting, I've got to pick up the kids from school, got to get to the dry cleaner, didn't do the food shopping. A lot of us are just constantly releasing adrenaline and cortisol. Now, all those situations that I just mentioned aren't really emergency situations, but a lot of us, unfortunately, because of the way the world is at the moment, social media, online accessibility to things, feels like life is 24/7. So when we've got all these really high levels of adrenaline and our body's pumping out adrenal hormones all the time, our adrenal glands can start to become stressed or depleted, and we don't get as much adrenaline and cortisol release. There's also an aspect of the brain where the brain starts to go, oh, hang on a second, the adrenal glands, it's almost like a false alarm. They're releasing more adrenaline, and the brain's like, oh, just ignore it, nothing's going on here. And that's when, after periods of prolonged stress, and like I said, sometimes we don't even recognize it as stress, it can just be busy life, we actually become really run down and depleted. Now, there's some things that we can do to support our adrenal glands, which is really important. Now, the first thing, I guess, is prevention, right? So if you are somebody who really does thrive on adrenaline, packs your day, packs your weekends, always doing something, make sure that you've got some time to yourself to really sort of relax and breathe, because we all need that. Our bodies, our adrenal glands, our brains, our nervous systems, our bodies for our health really need that. If you feel like you've kind of already hit that adrenal exhaustion, now there are some supplements that I'm going to chat to you about that are really important, but at the same time, you can't out-supplement your adrenal glands. So these things are going to work best when you also modify your lifestyle. So things that help to really support our adrenal glands, learning to say no and actually sitting down and having some time out, trying to just do one thing at once. So maybe reading a book rather than watching TV and chatting to somebody and checking your phone at the same time. Slowing down and breathing. Now, when we're breathing deeply, our body goes into what's called the parasympathetic nervous system, and that's kind of the opposite to the adrenaline-based system. So some really good, slow, deep breaths really helps to settle our nervous systems down. Meditation and mindfulness, there's so much research on meditation and mindfulness for really helping to support the adrenals. I like to do a guided meditation before bed each night, and a lot of people will find benefit in doing that in the morning as well. If you feel adrenally exhausted, don't push yourself to go and do a crazy HIIT class or run a marathon. Just do some really slow, gentle stretching, maybe some yoga, a walk, maybe some swimming, some dancing, something that actually gives you joy. We also know that spending time in nature can really help to support your adrenal glands as well, and making sure that we're really connecting to other people around us. It's way too easy to just be on your phone all the time, busy and distracted with work, but human connection, laughing, joy is important. When we're looking at our diet and lifestyle, making sure that you get enough sleep every night, really prioritizing sleep, so important for your adrenal glands, and making sure that you're eating regularly. So if you're adrenally exhausted, don't skip meals, don't let your blood sugar levels go too low. Definitely not the time to be doing intermittent fasting. Just making sure that you're having regular meals. Don't take out all the starchy carbohydrates. Our body needs some of those for our adrenal glands, and really making sure that you don't prop yourself up on sugar, alcohol and caffeine, which become easy things to reach for when we're tired, but just deplete our adrenal glands even more. So it's really important that we're looking at all these sort of lifestyle measures. And please don't wait till you hit adrenal exhaustion where you almost can't get out of bed in the morning and your whole immune system crashes and you feel terrible. Don't wait for that to happen. If you know that your diet and lifestyle is busy, start to implement some of those lifestyle strategies from now. You can also incorporate the Happy New system, which is so exciting, and definitely be doing this before you hit adrenal exhaustion. Maybe you're in that more adrenal depletion, but also great for those who actually already are adrenally exhausted. So we've got the Ketone Energy Pro 4. Now this triggers an instant energy, gives you instant energy kick, but it's crash free and it really helps you to be able to kind of get through the morning. The Probiotic Power Greens, they're giving you those essential nutrients for an afternoon motivation surge, all the essential nutrients to really support your body to get you through the day. And then of course, the deep sleep mode. This is one of my favorites. It's got that really calming effect and gives you a very restorative sleep. We don't want you to then just to crash out at bedtime and then be waking up through the night because your adrenal hormones are everywhere. So the deep sleep mode will really, the beautiful herbs and the calming ingredients in there are really going to help to restore your adrenal glands so that when you wake up in the morning, you feel your absolute best. These formulas work really synergistically together, so that means they work often even better together than individually, and they boost mood, they reduce stress, they promote health and sleep. And so we really want to help to support our adrenal glands so that you don't burn out. So important. If you're not 100% sure which products are right for you, you can take our personalized quiz to help you to discover which supplements or which products are going to be the most specific for you individually, because that's really important too. I hope you learned something. I hope everybody's going to, at the end of this video, take 5 slow, deep breaths and just go about their day a little bit more consciously to really help to support your adrenal health. Thanks, guys.